Hello and welcome, child of God. In the book of Mark chapter 9, a man brought his son who was tormented by a demon to the disciples of Jesus to pray for his deliverance. But unfortunately, the disciples prayed and the son did not receive his healing. And so this man took his son to Jesus and explained the situation to him. Jesus cast out the devil out of the man's son. Now, the interesting part is that in verse 28 of that Mark chapter 9, the disciples, they were worried. They wanted to know why was it that they were not able to cast out their devils, whereas they had been with Jesus and seen how he was doing it. But they did not ask him this question in public. They waited until they got back to the house and they asked him the question privately. Master, how is it that we were not able to cast out the devils? Hello and welcome, child of God. Hope you're having a good day. In the book of Mark chapter 9, a man brought his son who was possessed of a devil to the disciples of Jesus for deliverance. But unfortunately, the disciples could not deliver the boy. And the man took his son to Jesus and explained to Jesus that his disciples were not able to cast out the devil. And Jesus, he said, "How long am I going to continue to be with you, oh, this foolish generation?" And so Jesus performed the miracle and the boy was healed. But my focus here is that in verse 28 and 29, you will see that the disciples did not immediately ask Jesus outside or when the man was around, why was it that we were not able to deliver the boy? They waited until, the Bible says in verse 28, they got into the house and they asked him the question privately. In another version, it says that they went into the room and cornered him. So I want to believe that at that time, tempers were down. At that time, Jesus was in a relaxed environment. At that time, Jesus was, the environment was good enough, was conducive enough for Jesus to be able to teach them or explain or express maybe his dissatisfaction to them. Now, sometimes we want to get information from people. Sometimes we want to get help from people. Sometimes we want to inquire about certain things that might seem important, but the environment matters. The atmosphere matters. It is important sometimes that you go into your closet. You wait until the person is by themselves. You wait until the time is right. Understand the times and the season and know when exactly you can ask certain questions. Now, if the disciples had asked this question in public, I don't believe that Jesus maybe would have given them the answer that he gave, because he told them that this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. But when he was in public, Jesus said, "How long am I going to be with you?" So timing for whatever you're asking is right. Shalom.